Hello, welcome to Critical Thinking, Humanities 115, Section 25. My name is Julian Zapata Beltran, and I will be joining you in this second part of the semester of the spring 2022. Um, First things first, uh, it is very important that you take the course entry quiz as soon as possible, of course, before March the 10th at 11:59. These course content will not be available until you have taken the quiz. Then you will have the possibility to see the modules and all the work that we have. You will be dropped from the class if you fail to take the quiz before the deadline. And unlimited attempts are just available. So please, as soon as possible, go and make your first attempt to try to start and have access to all the content from the class. Our final grade is going to be composed by these assignments: 7 module tests that are worth 30%, 8 discussion boards that are worth 40%, a reflective paper, and a final exam that are assigned at the last week of the semester. These are each worth 15%. Now, 5 important things that you need to know about the class. The first one, the 2-week policy. Per institutional requirements that are coming down from the US Department of Education, students will be dropped from the class if they fail to do something for the class for 14 days. We understand as attendance to an online class as completion of work. So you need to submit something, make an attempt to a quiz, submit a comment to your discussion board. Any kind of submission of work is considered attendance. If you fail to do that for 2 consecutive modules, then you are going to be dropped from the class. If you fail to complete something for the first week, you can do some late work, consult the makeup policy in the syllabus. But the important part is that you don't stay for 2 full weeks without submitting something for the class. Losing you is not one of the objectives, and I'm sure that failing this opportunity is an objective of yours either. The second one, it is a good practice to follow in education, highlighting or underlining the main ideas in your readings. This helps you process the information and select the main parts to be ready for tests, forums, concept maps, any kind of thing that you have in general. So we have access to our soft shock and the resources that we have for the class. So it's important that you take notes on anything that you read and that you have this active interaction with this work. If you rely on your memory, it is very unlikely that you're going to be ready to produce any kind of work. Memory is not that good, and we tend to overestimate it. So please highlight text and take notes as much as possible. The third thing is test. You know how this works, and taking notes on readings and lectures is strongly encouraged. 2 attempts are allowed. This is connected with the previous point. If you have notes, if you have things that you have highlighted or underlined, then you are going to have an easier time remembering and organizing information to have the most successful results. For discussion board instructions, you can find that on Blackboard, and each one of the discussion boards is going to have a link to this rubric where you can know what are the criteria that we are going to use to grade your submissions. It is important that you have timely submissions, that you are organized, that you are actually analyzing the content, that it is usually a very good practice to quote the concepts that you are bringing from the readings, so we know that you are articulating your own ideas with the new content that is coming to you. Of course, having proper mechanics and grammar, and to have substantive comments to your classmates. When you are writing your replies, just saying I agree or I love or you did a great job is actually insufficient. Please engage in the ideas that are answering the writing prompts. Also, all discussion boards are going to receive feedback. Please read the feedback to know more about the elements that you can improve. And if you have any questions ever, don't feel content with those questions and just live with that. The idea is that you can contact me for assistance so I can do the best possible thing for you. One final point is definitely to say no to plagiarism. Students are expected to use their own ideas in their own words in any kind of production that they have. So when you are verbatimly copying content from something from the outside, from the internet, any kind of thing, that is known as plagiarism, and that is definitely not accepted in the class. You will receive a 0 and you will not have the possibility to make up those assignments. So please, anything that you quote has to come in quotation marks. The sources are to be recognized, but basically the textbook and the readings that we have in class is pretty much all you need to succeed in the class and to be able to produce. Welcome. If you have any questions, this is my contact information. If there's anything I can do to help you, don't hesitate to contact me.